Hey everybody, Thrift Store Hacker back again, and today I'm going to make a couple of wax molds and we're going to cast some wrenches. And I have various adhesives and compounds and epoxies here in the shop, and I just thought it'd be neat to take those various epoxies and try to cast a wrench out of them and see if the wrench would actually be useful. So the first thing we're going to do is put down about a quarter inch of wax for a base and let that completely cool so we can set our tools on top of it. Now that we have the wax base down, we can set the tools on top of it and get them ready to be coated in wax and poured. Hopefully we'll make a pretty good mold. I just used a pair of needle nose pliers here to pop the wrenches out of the mold. Just wiggle it back and forth very lightly and it didn't damage the mold. First thing I'm mixing up is the JB Quick, which is a 50-50 mix. I just mix these together and have enough to cast 2 wrenches, so it's going to take the big bottle to do this. I'll smooth this over with a piece of cardboard so it doesn't get any air bubbles in the casting. I had to mix another batch of epoxy to do the second wrench and kind of smeared it down in there with my finger and then smoothed it off with the cardboard and make sure there's no air bubbles. I let this set up for about 6 hours and came back and took all the wax off of it. The JB Quick is mostly hardened. It's still a little bit flexible, but it probably made it a little easier to get the wrenches out of the wax there. As you can see, there was a lot of excess on top, so I'm just going to have to use my scissors or a Dremel and cut them out of the excess. Next thing I'm trying is Gorilla Wood Glue. Uh, it's a darn good adhesive. Let's see if it'll actually make a wrench, though. Let's make sure we get this in here without any air bubbles. Now I'm going to cast 3 more molds for the other products. Well, my molds came out pretty good. And the next 3 products that we're going to try is some Loctite epoxy, Plastidip, and some PVC glue. I skipped the pouring part this time, but the Plastidip went in there with a bit of a struggle. The Loctite did pretty good. It's a little bubbly. And then the blue pipe glue just poured right in there. It's basically a liquid. This is after about 3 days that blue glue has never really set up. I'm not sure what's going on with that. The Loctite has set up solid as a rock, and the Plasti Dip seems to have set up pretty well too, but it's very thin. So this is from the 4th day. It got a little bit too hot outside, but what's set is set. The Gorilla Glue hasn't quite set up yet, but we'll give that a couple more days and hopefully it turns into something. But let's break these apart and see what they look like. Tearing this down, I noticed that the blue glue didn't really completely set up, and what did set up was pretty paper thin, so that's not going to work out. I'm guessing the blue glue is out for this one. Moving on to the Plastidip. The Plastidip did completely set up, but it bonded with the wax really well, and I couldn't really cut it away, and it would just tear apart. And the wrenches that were cast were very thin, so it didn't work out, and Plastidip is out. Now the Loctite actually did very well. Uh, Made a really nice shape, really nice casting. I'm just gonna have to clean it up with the Dremel a little bit, but we will compare this with the JB Quick and the Gorilla Glue if it finally sets up, and see which one's the best. We're on about day 7 of this project now, and I've given up on the Gorilla Glue because it has not set up. But I will set it aside, and maybe we can do a video later if it does completely set up. So what we got here is the two epoxies, of course, the JB Quick, which this came out pretty good. It's a little bit flexible, which I didn't expect, and the Loctite. And the Loctite is pretty darn solid. It is as close as you're going to get to casting resin out of a random shop epoxy. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try these on a couple of bolts and see if we can actually get it to tighten and loosen a bolt. Here on this metal plate, I got a 10 millimeter nut and bolt, and we're going to use those wrenches to see if we can get them to loosen and tighten this bolt. We're first going to start off with the JB Quick one, and this is a 10 millimeter. Use my needle nose pliers on the back to hold it in place. As you can see, it does work pretty good as a wrench, but after a minimal amount of torque there, you can see that the wrench starts spreading because the material, the epoxy, is a bit flexible. So let's try this with the Loctite. Now first there we go, loosen it up. And here's our Loctite 10 millimeter. You can see that one fits on there, and it's torquing that nut down pretty darn good. So you can see I'll try to take it off with the one made out of JB Quick. And it just, since it's kind of rubbery, it just expands and pops off the bolt. But we can take our Loctite wrench, loosen it back up again. Well, we've tested 5 products, had 2 and we'll say a quarter successes because I'm still interested to see what that Gorilla Glue is going to do. The JB Quick ones worked pretty good, but the Loctite ones were the ones that really prevailed because it was a harder setting resin or harder setting epoxy. The JB Quick's got a little bit of flex to it, the Loctite not so much. So I guess if you need to know what to cast a part or a small thing out of in the garage and you only have a couple of things, I've reached for that Loctite epoxy. But that's all I have for you. Until next time, build stuff, have fun, and stay safe.